Shalom, giving all praise to the Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash. Peace to the hopefully elect of Israel, double honor to the apostles, the elders, and brethren, the great millstone, and all the like-minded brothers who are preaching the truth all around the earth, and to you few sisters out there who believe in the gospel of Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Sadi, Wal Shalom. It's your brother Atazawan Bayal. I'm going to bring a short lesson, and these two, I don't know what it is about Hollywood media, why they keep sticking these two up in front of us, as if we're to fall down and worship Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade. In one of my other lessons, I had already mentioned that I think for the month of May, they were already on the cover of People. And now every little thing that they do in their lives, they have to blast them on every front page, okay? And I had enough of it. But I saw this last night, and I figured, well, you know what? I'll just go into a short lesson on this. Yeah, this is a little article. We'll read the little article and then go into a little video, I think, that they have of it. And as you can see at the top, it says, "I do not lead in my marriage with Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade." So it reads just as it sounds. Okay, this dude here is not a man. I don't know what he is, okay? But evidently he defers to his wife in almost everything from the way that it sounds, okay? So anyway, let me get this over with, because I don't like these two anyway. So, but anyway, oh boy, let's read this. It says, ex-NBA star Dwayne Wade has said that he does not lead in his marriage with Hollywood actress Gabrielle Union. That's a tragedy in itself that she's, a so-called Hollywood star, okay? Because we all know what they do out there in Hollywood, okay? The couple made, second paragraph, the couple made an appearance on Willie D. Live show where they talked about their marriage. According to Dwayne, 39, he is working with Gabrielle, 48, as a supportive partner and not as a leader. I don't know how that's supposed to work. And then it goes on to say down here at the bottom, let me see if I can get the cursor over here and highlight it. I don't know if it's where you can see it on the camera. Okay, and it says, quote, "In relationships, we come in and we try to change people. We try to change them to the way that we want them to be. I'm taking a different approach." It's, yeah, well, your wife told you to take a different approach. It's not, quote, "the man leads and the woman follows," end quote. That's not how we live in this house. My wife works just as hard, even harder than I. She had her own life and career before I came along. So from my perspective, it's how can I be a part of the growth and the evolution of who she is and not try to change her or stop her growth. It's a bunch of bullshit. Yada, yada, yada. Trying to say the correct words. Okay? And these two men are, they just want to be a part of Hollywood so bad. And they want to be a part of that Hollywood elite set. Okay? So let's get to this video, and hopefully you'll be able to hear it. Hopefully it's loud enough. It's all the way up. So let's listen to this. It's 47 seconds.
In relationships, we come in and we try to change people. We try to change them to the way that we want them to be. But I decided to start taking a different approach, in this relationship. I think early on I came in like, hey, you get 2 drink max, and she didn't respond well to that.
No, I did not.
And she didn't respond because she's a proud-ass nigga woman, okay? Point blank, okay? She's not going to have no man tell her what to do because she did it all by herself. if she were to tell it.
It was reasons for that too. Let me say that.
I have a good time. Life of the party right here.
It's not the man leads and a woman follows. That's not what we live.
That ain't in the scriptures. So, you know, that's some societal talk, okay? He doesn't want to appear to be a brute to his wife in all society. He want people to say, "Oh, ain't that sweet?"
Live in this house, you know. And all. So for me, I have a wife that works just not just as hard, harder than I.
And
she had her own.
Right there, he's deferring to her, and look at her eyes. It's like, nigga, you better say the right thing.
Career. She had her own life before I came along. So from my perspective, it was like, okay, how can I be a part of the growth and the evolution of who she is, and not trying to change her or stunt her growth or make her in the way that I see. In relationships, you know, we come in and we try to change people. We try to change them to.
Okay, so it's repeating, but that's the gist of it. Okay, now let's get a couple of scriptures and I'll be done with this. Man, this dude is pathetic, man. I thought he had a little bit more on the ball than what I've seen of him as of late over the last 3 or 4 years, man. This dude is totally flaked out. Let's go to Genesis 2, and just for a clear point, okay? This is Genesis 2, starting at verse 18. And the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, power said, "It is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him a helpmate. I will make him an helpmate for him." And out of the ground the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua power formed every beast of the field and every fowl of the air, and brought them unto Adam to see what he would call them. And whatsoever Adam called every living creature, that was the name thereof. And Adam gave names to all the cattle and all the fowl of the air and to every beast of the field. But for Adam there was not found a helpmate for him. And the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua power caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept, and he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh instead thereof. And the rib which the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua power had taken from man, made he a woman and brought her unto the man. Okay? So the man was here first. Alright? And the woman what? Came from the man. He was second. Not the leader. Verse 23, and Adam said, let me stop right here before I go into the next verse. And that's not to bash women. Women are beautiful. We love women. Okay? But it's just to say that the Lord has an order. And we'll get to that, Lord willing, in a few minutes. Verse 23, and Adam said, "This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman or woman, because she was taken out of man. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother," see, father's mentioned first, "and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. And they were both naked, the man and his wife, and were not ashamed." You see? So that's just a simple point of who came first. And that's all I'm going to get to, you know. This is 1 Timothy. Let's look at the instruction. And as you see at the top, it says, women instructed. Okay? 1 Timothy 2:9. In like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, right? This is how the church is supposed to be run. This is how we're supposed to be living our lives, you know, as Hebrew Israelites, even though it says Christians and all that kind of stuff. But we know that the Christians were the Israelites. Okay? They called them that at Antioch. Okay? Verse 9, in like manner, and I believe that's Acts 26. You can go and check it. But I believe it's Acts 26, where they were first called Christians. Verse 9, in like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel and with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broidered hair, or gold, or pearls, or costly array, but which becometh women professing godliness with good works. Let the women learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to what? Usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. Of course, this is talking about the instructions for women. It's not to say that women can't talk, but it's just to say that there's a way that things should be done in order. Okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. This society teaches you that you should do your own thing. There shouldn't be any order other than the order that the lawmakers tell you to do. They don't want you to practice the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, but they want you to observe all their laws, which are contrary. And that is, a woman can usurp the authority of a man. You see it every day. You see it in almost every job that you can think of. Going on to verse 13, for Adam was first formed, see, then Eve. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. Right. So the woman did the transgression. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. Okay? And this dude, man, is just, he's soft as baby poop. I'm really just, I'm aggravated with this guy. Every time I see his face, I'm just aggravated with him. And I don't know why they keep putting him on the cover of everything. Okay, here we are once again. I think I went through a little bit of this last night. Okay, but this is 1 Corinthians chapter 11. We start right there at the top. And as you see at the top, it says Christian order, right? But it's for us. It's the Hebrews. This is our book. This is our heritage. You see? Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Hamashiach. Now I pray you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things, and what? Keep the ordinances. Do what? Keep the ordinances. Do what? Keep the ordinance. Let's look up ordinance. Salakia, I gotta work around this camera, so bear with me. Let's go down to ordinance and
Strong's G 3862. Paradosis. Paradosis.
Paradosis. G3862. Excuse me. And it says in outline of biblical use, giving over, the act of giving up, the surrendering of cities, or you go down to meaning two, a giving over which is done by word of mouth or in writing, i.e. tradition, by instruction, narrative, precept, etc. Objectively, that which is delivered, the substance of a teaching. You see, the ordinances of the body of precepts, especially ritual, which is in the opinion of the latter Jews, were orally delivered by Moses and orally transmitted in unbroken succession to subsequent generations, which precepts both illustrating and expanding the written law as they did were to be obeyed with equal reverence. Okay? So that's the ordinance. Let's see here if I can get back up to the top and close this out. We'll start again here in verse 2. Now I praise you, brethren, that you remember me in all things and keep the ordinances as I delivered them to you. But I would have you to know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man. So what is Dwayne Wade talking about? But, They of the world. You see? And they'll go against, everything that the Lord said. Well, if they 2/3, they 2/3. Okay, I'll start again in verse 3. But I would have you to know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is the Most High. Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoreth his head. We'll go down a little bit, because there's something else I want to get to, I think. Verse 5, but every woman that prayeth or prophesieth with her head uncovered dishonoreth her head, for that is even all one as if she were shaven. For if the woman be not covered, let her also be shorn. But if it be a shame for a woman to be shorn or shaven, let her be covered. For a man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image and glory of the Most High, but the woman is the glory of the man. For the man is not of the woman. You see that? We read that in Genesis. But the woman of the man. Neither was the man created for the woman. See? And Dwayne Wade is just a freaking pet to this girl. You see? That's like a pet monkey. Oh boy. Anyway, let me finish this out. For the man is, verse 8, for the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. For this cause ought the woman to have power on her head because of the angels. Nevertheless, neither is the man without the woman, neither the woman without the man in the Lord. For as the woman is of the man, even so is the man also by the woman, but all things of the Most High. And I'll just stop right there. You get the point. Okay? So trying to be, what's the old saying, politically correct and all that BS, trying to show yourself to be so, I don't know what the hell you call it. The dude is just soft. He ain't a man. So I just wanted to do a little short lesson on this. Because like I said, I saw it last night and I'm like, this is getting really fucking ridiculous now. I'm just sick of seeing these two. And they're trying to prop them up in your face like, they're the only people around. These are the people you should aspire to be like, But the Most High, will deal with all of that with them, So, but anyway, hope the lesson is edifying, to someone that watches it, There's a direct order with the Lord, and we just read it, okay? And there's nothing wrong with the order. Nothing wrong at all, okay? So with that, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, okay? Double honor to the apostles and elders and the brethren, the great millstones, all like-minded brothers who are preaching the truth all around the earth out there, okay? I say to you all shalom, and I'll see you on the next one. Shalom.